So let's talk about interview questions. And everybody, when they first land that interview, the first thing they'll go to do online is to search for the kind of questions they might get asked during that interview. Maybe you're checking Glassdoor and other references, and that's a great place to start. Having the right answers to questions is definitely important. You know, Most important thing you can have ready for an interview, though, is having the right kind of questions to ask them. The reason that could be important is a few different ones, but namely that you want to establish a healthy level of indifference. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean that you don't want the job necessarily. I just mean that they have to understand that just like they're interviewing you and you're there to prove yourself as a great candidate and better than the others, you're there to interview them as well. And you've got to establish that dynamic as early in the conversation as you can. One of the best ways to find out the right information and get some transparency for people and to build some trust and rapport with them, which is what you want, is going to be to ask the right kind of questions that get you the right kind of information. In this case, asking a question about management philosophy can be really helpful. And then saying, hey, can you tell me how this either does or doesn't apply to your organization? One particular management philosophy quote that you could ask would be something along the lines of, hey, have you ever heard of the expression or quote, that you tend to the herd and that the herd takes care of your business? Now, can you tell me, at company X, is this something that you find to be really true there? And, if so, can you give me some examples of exactly how? So again, that's just one example. There's a ton of them. But at the end of the day, if you want to be able to drive and control the dynamic of the conversation by asking the right kind of questions to get yourself the best possible information to make your transition as successful as possible.